Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm gonna be doing like an all elf makeup, and I did go to Target to pick up like a palette because I didn't actually have one. So if you want to see how I struggled to get this look, keep on watching. Okay, so originally I thought I was gonna do this video talking to the camera, but obviously that didn't happen because I'm doing a voiceover now, duh. And yeah, don't mind my little friends on my face because they just want to hang out. Anyway, I'm gonna start off with an elf eyebrow pencil. So honestly, I'm already used to the pomade, so like I don't even know what a pencil is. Okay, like I don't even write with pencils. No, I'm just kidding. But I'm just gonna start by brushing out my eyebrows. Okay, so now I'm just filling in my eyebrows, and I'm starting from the back and then working my way up towards the front. And with the pencil, I honestly mess up a lot, so it's okay if you do, because you just clean it up. Alright, so now I'm taking my e.l.f. Camo Concealer, and this is what I'm going to be using to clean up my eyebrows. And again, just putting it all over my eyebrows from the top to the bottom. So once I use that concealer to clean up my eyebrows, I don't really need the top concealer, so I just honestly just take it off. But with the bottom, I actually try to blend it in. So yeah, that's what I do. And obviously not everyone does it like this because it seems really pointless, but this is just what's been working like for me. So now I'm taking that same camo concealer and I'm putting it on my eyelids, and I'm going to be blending it out for my eyeshadow base. Okay, so now I'm just taking some e.l.f. HD powder and just setting my concealer with that. Okay, so now I'm going to be taking this colorful e.l.f. palette, and I'm going to be using the shade Summer as my transition shade. Okay, now I'm taking that shade Heat, and I'm going to be blending that right into my crease on both eyes. And I'm also going to take that yellow shade right there, Solar, and I'm going to be putting that right all the way at the top. Now I'm going to take the shimmery shade Penny with my fingers, and I'm going to be putting that right all over my lid. Sometimes when I do stuff with my finger, I bring it too high, so that's why I'm taking my brush and just putting the shade Heat back into the crease. Now I'm going to take the shade Vibrant, which is like a gray shimmery shade in that same palette, and I'm going to be putting that right into my lid. Okay, so I put that silver shimmer shade so I can use it kind of like as a base for the shade Penny, which is the copper shimmer shade that I used earlier. And I'm just going to be putting that right on top of the gray just so that it could pop out a little more. So this palette did have a lot of fallout, so that's why I am wiping it off. And then for my primer, I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. And I'm going to be spreading that all over my face. For the foundation, I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Flawless Finish Foundation in the shade Vanilla. And then again for concealer, I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Camo Concealer for my under eyes, my chin, and my cupid's bow. Okay, so now I'm using that same HD powder to set my under eyes, and I don't know what happened here because I usually do it with a beauty blender, but for some reason I did it with a brush, so yeah. And then I'm going to be taking this little e.l.f. setting powder and just setting the rest of my face with that. Since my eyes are basically just orange, I'm going to be using that orange shade Heat and just putting it right under my eyes. So now I'm going to be using the lighter and lighting the top of my eyelash curler and then wait for it to cool down a little bit and then put it straight into my eye because I do have stubborn eyelashes. So yeah, that's what I do. And for the mascara, I'm going to be using this 3-in-1 Very Black e.l.f. mascara, and I'm going to be putting it to my lower lashes and my upper lashes as well. And then for my bronzer, I'm going to be taking this little blush bronzer duo, and I'm going to be dipping into that bronzer first, really blending it out on my cheekbones, my forehead, my jawline, and a little bit on my nose. Now I'm going to dip into that blush and put it on the top of my cheekbones. Now just to clean up my bronzer a little bit, I'm going to be putting some of that HD powder on the lower part of my cheekbone just to carve it out. Alright, for the highlighter, I'm going to be using this e.l.f. Baked Highlighter in Blush Gems, and I'm just going to be spreading a little setting spray on it and then just putting it right on, and honestly, I think it looks really good. Going back in with that blush brush, I'm not putting any more blush on it, but I'm just spreading the excess all over the highlights so that it doesn't look like the highlight's just a streak line. And then I'm also just going to be taking off that setting powder from under. Right after I put these lashes off camera, I'm going to start combing out my eyebrows and just filling in anything that got stripped off by either the powder or the foundation. And I still don't have brow gel, so I'm just spraying some setting spray on the spoolie and then just brushing that out. I'm also just going to be using that same highlighter to highlight my brow bone and the inner corner of my eyes. Alright, so I didn't have an e.l.f. setting spray, so I'm just going to be taking my Urban Decay setting spray and spraying my face with that and then bouncing my beauty blender so it takes it all in. Alright, so I do sound a little ronca or whatever, but oh well. Now I'm just taking a wipey and just wiping my lips off with that. Alright, so now I'm going to be taking the only e.l.f. pencil that I own, and it's in a shade like a red or whatever, but I didn't end up liking how it looks, so I switched it up with the NYX Liquid Lip in Cabaret Show, and then I'm just putting that on. And then to top it off with the gloss, I'm going to be using the Bretman Rock and ColourPop Lip Gloss. Okay, so now I'm just putting my hoops on because my looks aren't complete without my hoops. And then here's a little snippet of me trying to film myself. But obviously I didn't do my hair because I'm lazy and I didn't feel like doing it. So yeah. That's the final look. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time.